So it's very nice to be here again today, and we have another legal business development concept that I would like to share with you. In fact, this is one which I created. So I don't know if you're aware of it, but for most of my life, I was actually living over in Russia. So I moved to Russia when I was 18. I was meant to be there for a few months, but I stayed for 20 years. And in my legal experience in Russia, first with DLA Piper, where I was working for 8 years, and then with some other different firms when I had my own practice, Nihedonia, I noticed a lot of lawyers were simply doing what they're told. And I created a rather disparaging term for them. And this is called a good soldier. You can see it also written in Russian there, хороший солдат. So what does this mean? A good soldier in the army is a soldier who does what they're told, no questions asked, and they're obedient. And I saw many lawyers who were behaving like good soldiers. They would do what they're told by the partners. They would do what they're asked of by the managing partner. They would respond to the client requests. They would be entirely reactive. They would never disagree, and they would never suggest anything. They would never be proactive. They would never take the initiative. And what I discovered was it was possible for many lawyers to be good soldiers and continue like this for years, and at the same time to be considered good lawyers. The managing partners would generally be happy with them because they did good, diligent work. It was submitted on time. The clients didn't complain. The invoices were paid. The clients were quite happy because they got what they asked for. And this lawyer is considered to be a good legal expert. I disagree. I totally disagree. A good soldier is definitely not a good lawyer at all. And I don't just mean this from a commercial perspective. I mean this also from a legal perspective. As a good lawyer, you shouldn't be doing what you're told. You should be asking questions. You should be getting the bigger picture and then making the recommendation of the best course of action. You mustn't do what you're told simply. The client can be asking the wrong question. The client might not know all of the different options that are available. It's going to be your job as a lawyer sometimes to politely disagree with the client. Say, no, client, that's not a good idea. And you tell them what would be better. Even worse, a good soldier is definitely not exploring the needs of the client. So they're missing the opportunities for upselling, offering more premium solutions. They're missing the opportunity of cross-selling, of introducing the other lawyers and practices from the law firm to that client. And in fact, they're doing the client a massive disservice. If you're going to have a client-driven relationship, you're very much at the mercy of where that client is going to take the relationship. It could, in fact, just be a transactional relationship. The client comes, they do their thing, and they're gone. You would be better developing that relationship, change that client from being transactional into a relationship client. And you can't do that by being a good soldier. You have to be proactive. One of the things that I always tell the younger lawyers, and I think I do this also to provoke someone, is that you're not a lawyer. You are a trusted business partner. Your job is not to give fancy legal advisory and to write multiple page memoranda on legal topics. Your job is to help the client get from A to B. You need to put yourselves into the shoes of your client. And that means not looking at the world just through the narrow lens of your own individual practice area. You need to have a holistic view over the entire company that the client has and understand what are their issues and where they're going to, where they're going to be heading. So I've taught you now a little legal insult. If you want to offend any of your friends, you can call them a good soldier. So a good lawyer is definitely not a good soldier. If you're interested in contacting me and speaking with me, drop me a message on my email, jjmcveigh@nihedonia.com. I have my YouTube channel you can subscribe to, and there's my socials. I'm pretty sociable, so if you have any thoughts or questions on legal business development, do feel free to reach me. Thank you very much.